Jungkook's solo music gaining renewed traction in the United States is not only a short-term trend, it carries significant implications for his brand as a global solo artist. While he is already internationally known through his work with BTS, the evolution of Jungkook's identity as an individual performer is now unfolding in real time. With his hit song trending again without any new promotional push, marketers, global strategists, and entertainment agencies are analyzing how this moment repositions Jungkook in the global music industry, not as a group member, but as a brand with his own reach, influence, and potential point. One of the defining aspects of this shift is the independent appeal of his voice and music style. BTS, as a collective, has always emphasized synergy and teamwork across genres, visuals, and performances. In contrast, Jungkook's solo tracks, particularly the one experiencing a resurgence, showcase a more personal and stylistically focused sound. These tracks often lean into Western pop sensibilities, integrating R&B, minimal production techniques, and vocal-centric arrangements. This alignment with global pop norms makes his solo work especially compatible with broader international tastes. As his song continues to gain popularity in markets like the US, Canada, and the UK, Jungkook is inadvertently reinforcing his position as one of the most globally versatile K-pop soloists. Unlike artists whose popularity is confined to certain regions or language demographics, Jungkook's music, delivered partly in English and with universal melodic appeal, is showing signs of cross-market fluidity. This has made him a case study for entertainment companies seeking to develop borderless artists, capable of topping charts in both Eastern and Western territories. From a marketing and branding perspective, this moment offers new data to Jungkook's team. His current brand equity is being measured not just in follower counts or past achievements, but in real-time digital behavior. His name is trending without press releases, and his music is being added to playlists organically. This signals authentic listener engagement, something far more valuable than short-lived hype. For brand partnerships and advertising, this kind of momentum is extremely attractive. According to several digital marketing professionals, this renewed popularity could lead to new endorsement opportunities or brand collaborations targeting a global Gen Z and millennial audience. Companies in fashion, tech, beverages, and fitness have been steadily leaning into music-driven influencers, especially those with a proven international fan base. With Jungkook's music currently thriving without a major campaign, some industry insiders believe that commercial brands might move quickly to secure his image and association before a formal tour or project is even announced. Another factor worth highlighting is Jungkook's increasing digital footprint in the creator economy. With TikTok and Instagram creators using his music en masse, his solo material is gaining exposure in markets where traditional K-pop promotion has limited reach. In many cases, these new listeners are unaware of Jungkook's full discography or group affiliation. They're simply reacting to a catchy song. This presents a golden opportunity for his team to scale his solo brand independently, possibly positioning him alongside Western pop acts rather than solely within the K-pop framework. This also opens the door to expanded international press coverage. While BTS members have historically been covered heavily in Korean media and fan-driven blogs, Jungkook's solo rise is starting to earn attention from mainstream Western press. Outlets like GQ, Variety, and Complex have mentioned him in recent trend roundups, and podcast hosts from the music journalism space have discussed his track's unexpected return. If the momentum continues, it could lead to high-profile interviews, panel appearances, or even feature articles focused solely on Jungkook's solo artistry. From a strategic entertainment planning viewpoint, Jungkook's current status alters the timeline and priorities for his post-military career. While most artists focus on rebuilding public visibility after a service hiatus, Jungkook is returning to a landscape where his music is already resonating. This could allow his agency to pivot plans, perhaps launching a world tour earlier than anticipated, or focusing promotional resources specifically on territories where his solo brand is outperforming. In this way, the global data may dictate the rollout, rather than a domestic-first approach. Furthermore, this rising interest validates the previous decisions made by Jungkook's creative team. His choice to include English-language tracks, collaborate with Western producers, and lean into clean, simple visuals was met with mixed opinions at first. But now, those choices seem prescient. His music is not only being streamed, it's being recontextualized for new audiences who didn't follow K-pop closely before. That puts him in the same category as artists like Bad Bunny, Rose, or The Weeknd, whose global images are built around adaptability and sound-first appeal. Interestingly, the resurgence also creates new opportunities for live performance exposure in high-stakes settings. With global festivals such as Coachella, Lollapalooza, and Governor's Ball continuing to diversify their lineups, Jungkook's current popularity metrics could support his candidacy for future headliner or sub-headliner slots. These festivals are always looking for artists who bring both digital momentum and international appeal. Jungkook, now trending again organically, checks both boxes. Streaming platforms themselves may also seize the opportunity. Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Music frequently partner with artists for exclusive sessions, behind-the-scenes content, and live-streamed performances. If Jungkook's track continues trending upward, platforms may invite him to participate in promotional programs or editorial campaigns, giving him an even larger platform for solo brand expansion. These integrations further separate his identity from that of a K-pop idol and instead place him in the ecosystem of global pop professionals. Another consideration is fanbase segmentation. BTS's army remains unified in their support of each member, but Jungkook's solo growth is leading to the development of what some industry observers call parallel fandoms, subgroups of fans who focus almost entirely on solo material. This isn't a sign of division, but rather an indicator that Jungkook's content strategy can evolve independently of group activities. These emerging microcommunities are already organizing streaming parties, charting campaigns, and online events tied exclusively to his solo work. Lastly, from a long-term career standpoint, this phase of reignited popularity might be a preview of Jungkook's post-military trajectory. With a successful solo brand growing alongside his group identity, he has the potential to switch fluidly between full group comebacks and individual global ventures. In the music industry, only a few artists maintain relevance across multiple identities: group, solo, and collaborative. Jungkook is now on a path where such a career model is not only possible, but already underway. To understand the current wave of speculation about Jungkook's possible return to the US for a solo concert tour, it's helpful to examine his previous stage experiences in the American live performance market. While he has yet to embark on a fully independent solo tour, Jungkook's performance history in the United States, both as part of BTS and as a soloist during special events, provides a solid foundation for evaluating the potential success and logistics of a future tour point. One of the most anticipated moments was Jungkook's individual performance, often involving a combination of vocals, choreography, and visual storytelling. For example, his stage for Euphoria, one of his solo contributions during the BTS era, was a highlight in multiple cities. Fans and critics alike praised not only his vocal clarity, but his ability to command an entire stadium on his own. This solo moment, though nested within a group concert, provided a preview of what a Jungkook solo setlist could look like. Outside of group concerts, Jungkook also gained attention through performances during high-profile US-based award shows and television broadcasts. His appearance alongside BTS at the Billboard Music Awards, American Music Awards, and MTV VMAs introduced him to a broader segment of Western viewers, many of whom may not have been familiar with K-pop before. While these were group performances, they often featured solo parts, and Jungkook regularly handled live vocal sections, some of the most technically demanding elements in the set. Critically, Jungkook's voice control and live vocal consistency have been repeatedly praised by live sound engineers, vocal coaches, and reviewers. Industry professionals who worked backstage at major arenas noted that his rehearsals were efficient, his pitch remained accurate even during choreography-heavy segments, and he displayed high awareness of stage positioning and camera angles. These attributes are not only ideal for group dynamics, they're also the backbone of a strong solo performer capable of managing an entire concert experience independently. In terms of digital concert exposure, Jungkook also participated in several online global performances during the pandemic years. These included BTS's Bang Bang Con, the live and Map of the Soul on E, which reached millions of viewers through online streaming. During these events, Jungkook's solo stages received high engagement and strong feedback from international fans, particularly in North America. These performances were later repackaged into content released via DVD, Blu-ray, and streaming, expanding his visibility across devices and platforms, even beyond live venue audiences. Though he has not yet launched a solo tour, Jungkook did perform his solo track, 7, at select music events and promotional shows in the US during 2023. He appeared on shows such as The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, as well as Good Morning America's summer concert series, where he performed live before an audience of US fans at Central Park. These appearances demonstrated that his individual stage presence could hold the attention of both fans and casual viewers, independent of the group format. The response from media and the general public was largely positive. Outlets such as Entertainment Weekly, BuzzFeed, and Billboard highlighted Jungkook's charisma and professionalism. Fans camped out for hours to see his solo appearances, and streaming numbers for his live clips climbed steadily on YouTube. This reinforced his solo viability in the US market, not just as a singer, but as a performer capable of headlining a multi-city tour. When evaluating Jungkook's potential for a solo concert tour in America, it's also important to consider venue scalability. Industry experts often assess artists based on whether they can fill theaters, 2,000 to 5,000 seats, arenas, 10,000 to 20,000 seats, or stadiums, 50,000 plus. Based on Jungkook's past appearances, ticket demand, and current streaming traction, many predict he could easily sell out mid to large arena venues such as the Forum Los Angeles, Barclays Center, Brooklyn, State Farm Arena, Atlanta United Center, Chicago, American Airlines Center, Dallas. These venues have hosted similar acts in the past, ranging from Korean soloists to international pop stars making US debuts. Additionally, the availability of digital ticketing platforms such as Ticketmaster and Wevershop would allow for structured pre-sale events, fan verification, and merch bundling strategies, tactics that have proven effective for both K-pop and Western pop tours. Aside from venue considerations, Jungkook's experience with stage production is also worth noting. As a member of BTS, he's been part of some of the most elaborate concert setups in modern music history, complete with moving platforms, pyrotechnics, water effects, and massive LED visuals. While a solo tour may adopt a scaled-down approach, his comfort with advanced production and stage choreography would allow for a highly dynamic solo experience, combining visual storytelling with live vocals and interaction segments. Touring logistics would likely be handled by HYBE America, the US-based subsidiary of Big Hit's parent company. With prior experience managing BTS's US shows and partnerships with local tour promotion giants like Live Nation, the groundwork for a solo tour already exists. This means that when and if Jungkook decides to tour as a solo act, his team won't be starting from scratch. They'll be adapting proven infrastructure to fit a different, but related, performance profile. An additional factor is fanbase maturity. Jungkook's US audience includes a significant number of older Gen Z and younger millennial fans who are not only highly engaged but have disposable income and the ability to travel for shows. This demographic has proven to be consistent in supporting artists through ticket sales, tour merch, and even travel packages. When combined with newer fans discovering him through social media trends, it creates a robust ecosystem for ticket demand and tour sustainability. In summary, while Jungkook has not yet embarked on a dedicated solo concert tour in the United States, all of the foundational elements are already in place. Past performance credibility, vocal strength, digital engagement, venue potential, and logistical support. His performance history, both within BTS and as an individual guest, has built an implicit trust between him and American audiences. If current trends hold, a solo tour wouldn't be a risk. It would be a strategic continuation of an already established performance narrative. With streaming charts, social media trends, and media attention all pointing toward Jungkook's surging solo presence in the United States, one major question dominates industry conversations. Will Jungkook launch a solo concert tour in America next? While no official announcements have been made, multiple signs, both concrete and inferred, have led to increased speculation from insiders, analysts, and fans alike. Historically, the launch of a solo tour requires three major conditions: consistent public interest, proven demand in key markets, and internal readiness from the artist and management team. In Jungkook's case, current conditions suggest that all three are aligning. Let's examine these indicators more closely. Point 1. Fan demand and streaming behavior. Fan behavior is often the first catalyst for a tour decision. In Jungkook's case, the data shows a strong resurgence in key Western markets, particularly across US streaming platforms. His track is now appearing on Spotify's Top 50 USA chart, trending on TikTok, and gaining traction across short-form content platforms. These are not one-day trends. They represent sustained engagement over multiple weeks. Industry experts often monitor not just the number of streams, but also user behavior. Are listeners saving the song to their libraries? Are they replaying it? Are they following the artist's profile? Jungkook has seen growth across all of these metrics in the US, particularly among users aged 18 to 34, the prime concert-going demographic. That's a strong green flag for promoters. Moreover, online discussions on X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, and fan forums have been filled with speculation about possible cities and dates. Hashtags such as hashtag Jungkook US Tour and hashtag Jungkook Solo in America have begun trending sporadically, fueled by fans sharing venue suggestions, mock setlists, and ticket-buying strategies. While this is organic chatter, it reflects measurable intent to attend live events, something tour promoters take seriously when assessing market potential. Point 2. Internal agency movements and scheduling windows. While HYBE and Big Hit Music have made no public statement about a Jungkook solo tour, subtle movements within the agency suggest that preparatory work may already be underway behind the scenes. For example, updates to official artist pages on Spotify and Apple Music, such as new profile photos, changed bios, and adjusted playlist positioning, can signal that an internal refresh or promotional campaign is being timed. In addition, Jungkook's digital content has been more active than usual. Official social media accounts have recently reshared older performance videos and spotlighted his solo content across fan platforms. These are the kinds of content patterns that typically precede announcements of promotional campaigns or events. Another key element is Jungkook's military service timeline. While still technically enlisted, his service is scheduled to conclude in the first half of 2025. This aligns with the second half of the year, a strategic window for album releases, world tours, and music award circuits. If a tour were to be scheduled, preparations such as venue booking, staging, and merch design would need to begin now, even if the first concert wouldn't take place for several months. Point 3. Venue availability and competitive touring landscape. The U.S. touring circuit is competitive, particularly post-pandemic. Artists often book venues up to 12 to 18 months in advance to secure prime locations. According to several sources in the live entertainment industry, multiple U.S. arenas have already been tentatively blocked by international labels for the fall 2025 season. While it is unclear if any of these are specifically for Jungkook, the timing fits. The demand for K-pop tours remains strong, with acts like Twice, ATEEZ, and Blackpink drawing large crowds in recent years. However, Jungkook's potential solo tour would be uniquely positioned. His global recognition through BTS provides him with an existing U.S. fanbase, while his solo popularity now allows him to stand as an individual act with mainstream chart presence. This dual status could enable him to draw both core fans and casual listeners, boosting attendance figures and media coverage. If a tour does move forward, it is likely to follow a tiered rollout strategy. This means beginning with 5 to 6 major cities, assessing ticket demand, and then expanding dates based on real-time response. Potential launch cities could include Los Angeles, the Forum or Crypto.com Arena, New York City, Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden, Chicago, United Center, Dallas, American Airlines Center, Atlanta, State Farm Arena, San Francisco, Chase Center. These locations are not only high population areas, but also proven markets for K-pop tours. Each city has seen strong BTS turnouts in the past and boasts large communities of Jungkook fans.